At the beginning of the story, we see that a virus has spread in South Korea, causing people to rapidly turn into zombies. This virus is spreading so fast that even the government is unable to do anything. The zombies have wreaked havoc across the entire city. There is a stampede everywhere, and the zombies are biting normal humans and converting them into zombies. Now, the remaining survivors are somehow trying to save their lives and searching for a safe place. We also see an army officer named Jack, who was taking his sister, along with her husband Leo and her son, towards a ship. That ship was going to take them out of Korea to another country. Jack starts driving very fast so that the ship does not leave without them. Just then, on the way, they come across a man. That man tells him, "Take me with you too," but Jack refuses to take him along. A little while later, that man's wife also comes near their car with her daughter and pleads with them, saying, "Please save us." But Jack notices that there is blood on the man's clothes. Seeing this, he thinks that this man might also be infected. That is why Jack refuses to take that family in the car with him. Then the man's wife says, "Fine, do not take us with you, but at least take this child with you." But Jack did not want to take the risk, so he leaves them there alone and drives away. A little while later, they reach the ship, and Jack comes on board with his family. Here we see that many other people also board the ship to save their lives, because this was the last ship leaving Korea. After everyone boards the ship, it starts heading towards Japan. A little while later, Jack comes to meet his sister and her son. Jack asks his sister, "Where is your husband Leo?" She says Leo has gone outside to get food. Jack reassures his sister and says, "Do not worry, we will reach Japan soon." But just then, a man comes running and tells Jack that the captain has redirected the ship from Japan towards Hong Kong, and now we are going to Hong Kong. Hearing this, Jack immediately heads towards the captain. Meanwhile, we saw a man who was trembling in a strange way and had wrapped himself in a blanket and was sitting among everyone, but no one pays attention to him. Here, Jack's sister's son is playing with a ball, and the ball rolls towards that infected man. The boy, without any fear, goes near the man to pick up his ball, and just as the boy reaches down to pick up the ball, the man fully turns into a zombie. Now, when all the people sitting there see that man, a commotion breaks out, and they start running here and there. On the other side, Jack reaches the captain and asks him, "Why are we going to Hong Kong?" But the captain says, "Sit quietly in your seat and do not say anything until you receive an order." Just then, a man comes here and informs the captain that an infected man has been found in the cabin below. Hearing this, Jack immediately runs to save his sister. Meanwhile, Jack's sister's husband Leo was standing in line to get food, and just then he sees that people are running out of the cabin. Seeing this, Leo understands that someone inside has become infected, so he also runs to save his wife. Jack also comes running down to the cabin below and sees that people's belongings are scattered all over the floor, and there are bloodstains. Just then, some zombies attack Jack. Jack shoots them to stop them. After this, he calls his sister towards him, but he sees that his sister has also been bitten by a zombie now. Jack understands that there is no point in trying to save his sister anymore, so Jack leaves his sister inside and comes out and closes the door. Just then, his sister's husband Leo also arrives there, and he tries to go inside to save his wife, that is, Jack's sister. But Jack stops him and says, "It is too late now." A little while later, all the zombies come to the door, including Jack's sister and her son. Seeing this, Jack and Leo become very sad and start crying. After this, the ship starts heading towards Hong Kong, and then after some time, the ship reaches Hong Kong. Now the scene shifts and the story moves 4 years ahead, where now the whole of Korea has been shut down. Because of the dangerous zombies spreading across the entire country, now no one can go to Korea, and no one can come from Korea either, meaning the people who were left behind in Korea, no one goes to save them anymore. Now 4 years later, we see Jack and Leo, who have started living in Hong Kong. Their situation here is quite bad, and now have been living separately from each other ever since the incident on the ship, because Leo believed that Jack was responsible for his wife's death. Now here, their gang boss comes and says to Jack and Leo, "I have a very big job for both of you." He says that because the zombie virus has spread in Korea, the entire country is deserted, and this is a good opportunity for us to make money, because for 4 years, gold and money have just been lying there in Korea like that. And what do zombies care about gold and money? The boss says, "You both are Korean. You know all the routes there. That is why I want you people to go back there and bring back a truck full of money." The boss says that the truck full of money was just about to reach us, but then the zombie virus spread and the money got stuck in the middle, and ever since, that truck full of money has just been sitting there. After hearing all this, Jack says, "How will we cross the border? Because the surrounding countries keep an eye on every plane and ship passing through." To this, their boss says, "Do not worry about all that. We have warmed their pockets. That is why they will not say anything to you. Our men will take you there on a ship and will also bring you back. You just have to bring that truck to the sea while avoiding the zombies." Also, the boss tempts them by saying that after the money is received, we will split it in half, and you people will become rich, after which you people can also live happily here. The boss shows them on a map where the truck is. Now, seeing this, Leo starts to leave. Just then, a man stands up and says, "These people have come from Korea. where the zombie virus came from. These people are a bad omen, so do not give them food and throw them out from here. Hearing this, Jack feels very bad, and Jack understands that without money, our life here is completely worthless. That is why Jack also gets ready to do this job now. After this, a team of 4 people is formed, which includes Jack and Leo along with 1 more man and 1 woman. Then the gangsters' men take all 4 of them to Korea by ship. After reaching Korea, the gangsters' men tell them, "We will wait for you at the seashore for 3 days. If you manage to bring that truck full of money here within 3 days, we will take you with us. Otherwise, after 3 days have passed, we will go back." After this, a man gives them 2 satellite phones and says, "When you reach the boat with the truck, call us and we will come there with the ship." After this, all 4 of them reach Korean soil on a small boat. These people came here at night because they knew to start moving ahead. They found a car here which was in perfect condition, so all 4 of them sit in the car and go ahead to find the truck. The woman in their team drives the car and tells them, "I used to be a taxi driver in this city." When the zombie virus had not spread in Korea, this city was full of lights. But now this city has been so devastated that it is not even recognizable anymore. Anyway, after going a little further, they spot a truck. Jack gets out and looks at the number plate of this truck. But after seeing the truck's number, Jack finds out that this is not the same truck, but it is somewhere else. Now here, Jack looks around in all directions and sees that this city has become completely deserted. Just then, Jack hears some movement in front. When he looks through binoculars inside the building, there are many zombies packed behind the window. Seeing this, Jack gets very scared and comes back and sits in the car. After this, these people start moving ahead. A little further ahead, they see another truck standing. Seeing it, all 3 men get out and go to inspect the truck. During this, we see that someone is secretly keeping an eye on them. Now here, when these 3 open the back door of this truck, they find a lot of bags inside. And when they open those bags, their eyes are left wide open in shock, because inside those bags were filled with US dollars. Seeing this, these people understand that this is the same truck that the gang boss had told them about. Now these people look at the truck's driver, who had died turning into a zombie, that had many lights fitted on it. She controls that remote car and takes it near the zombies, and all the zombies see the lights and get after that car. Eugene then takes the remote-controlled car to the other side. Now all the zombies start chasing that remote car, and in this way the path is cleared for them. After which, Lena moves ahead and comes out of that tunnel, and both of them reach their home. On the other side, at that very same place, there were still many zombies standing near the truck, inside which Leo was hiding, and the zombies had gotten a hint that someone was inside the truck. Just then, we see that another truck comes there, which had many lights fitted on it. Seeing the lights, all the zombies run towards that truck and get after it. Then some more cars come there, from which many men get out. In fact, these were all looters who had come to loot this truck, thinking it was loaded with food. Now just then, the same man who was with Jack and Leo comes out of this truck, but he had been bitten by a zombie and had now become infected. So the group leader sergeant kills that man. After this, people start taking the truck from here without even opening it. On the other side, Lena and Eugene bring Jack to their home, where their grandpa was also there. Just then, Jack regains consciousness and gets frightened to find himself among strangers. Here, Grandpa says to Eugene and Lena, "Why did you not bring the batteries? Without those batteries, we will not be able to contact Major Jen." He says Major Jen is a very good lady. If we contact her, she can bring help here for us. Hearing Grandpa's words, Eugene and Lena smile because they felt that Grandpa's mental condition was not right. That is why they do not pay much attention to his words. Just then, Lena and Eugene's mom also come there. Seeing her, Jack is shocked because this was the same lady who 4 years ago had been begging Jack for help along with her husband. But Jack had left them there, and today her daughter has saved Jack's life. Now Jack had recognized her, but fortunately the mother of those 2 children, Sarah, does not recognize Jack. Now here, due to Grandpa repeatedly asking for the batteries, Sarah gives her father the batteries. After receiving the batteries, Grandpa quickly talks to someone actually named Jen through the radio. But Sarah and her daughters do not pay much attention to Grandpa's words because they all knew that it was simply not possible for any rescue team to come here now, because the rescue operation had been shut down 4 years ago, and for 4 years no one had come to save them here. On the other side, Sergeant arrives at his hideout with his looter companion, where there were many more people. All these people were surviving together here, staying safe from the zombies. Now when these people open the back door of the truck, they find Leo inside. Along with that, they also see those bags full of money. But these people do not open and look inside those bags because they thought there would be food and some necessary supplies in those bags. These people do not kill Leo, but instead take him along for fun, where these people were going to make Leo play a dangerous game. The gang leader tells a man named Private Kim, "There is a lot of food in the truck, so prepare food for all the people." Saying this, the sergeant walks away with his companions. Now when Private Kim opens these bags, he sees that all these bags are filled with US dollars. Seeing all this, Private Kim is also shocked. On the other side, Sarah asks Jack, "Are you from that gang of looters?" To which Jack says, "I do not know any gang of looters. In fact, I have come here from Hong Kong. Hearing this, Sarah is shocked and says, you are mad. We want to get out from here, and you left here and still came back to this hell. Now here, Jack tells Sarah the full truth about himself, that I have come here for money. Hearing this, Sarah understands and says, for 4 years, no one has come here to save us. But for money, you hear the captain tells Private Kim, do not talk to anyone about the money. You and I will quietly get out of here. But doing so, the sergeant could find out. That is why Captain Song tells Private Kim, how will we divert Sergeant's attention? Because if he sees us leaving from here, he will kill both of us. Just then, an idea comes to Captain Song's mind. He tells Private Kim, the responsibility of delivering food here is yours. So tonight, distract everyone by giving them extra food. When they are all busy eating food, we will take advantage of the opportunity and get out of here. Now, on the other side, Jack had also told Sarah everything about the truck full of money, that even now a ship must be waiting for us at the port. Jack says if we manage to get our hands on that truck full of money, we can get out of this place. Sarah, who had been stuck here with her children for the past 4 years, felt that this was a good opportunity to get out of here. That is why these people make a plan that at night we will go to the looter's place, steal the truck, head to the ship, and then leave from here on the ship. Meanwhile, we see Leo, who is captive along with many other people. Just then, all these people are taken to the ground, where everyone was going to have fun watching them. Here, zombies are let loose on all these people, and the zombies start attacking them. These people try to save their lives from the zombies, but some people fall victim to the zombies. Leo also somehow manages to start defending himself from the zombies, and the people standing above are laughing watching them. A little while later, when the time is up, a man comes whose body had many lights fitted on it, and that man takes all the zombies after him and locks them back up. After this, Leo quickly comes back to the same place along with the rest of the people. Over here, Sarah and Lena tell their grandpa that tonight we are going to get out of here, but their grandpa says, wait a little more. I have spoken to Major Jen, and she is coming here with a rescue team. But these people do not pay much attention to grandpa's words. After this, Lena starts applying medicine to Jack's wound. Jack asks Lena, why did you save me? To this, Lena says, I did not want to save you at all, but my little sister Eugene felt sorry for you, so we saved you. Then Eugene says, our dad used to say that one should always help weak people, and that day you seemed very weak to me, so I saved you. Hearing this, Jack realizes his mistake and thinks to himself that the little girl I had refused to take in my car 4 years ago and had left here to die, today that girl saved my life. A little while, when I was going towards the ship with my family, you had asked us for a lift on the way, but we had not given you a lift. Sarah was a kind-hearted person, so she says, there is no fault of yours in this. That day, it was not just your car that passed by. Many other cars also passed in front of us, and everyone refused to give us a lift. So do not think about that day now. Here, Sarah gives Jack a gun, and at nightfall, all these people get in a car and start heading to the looter's place. After reaching the looter's place, Sarah says to her daughters, do not get out of the car. And if I do not come back by the time the sun rises in the morning, you all go back. Saying this, Sarah comes out of the car with Jack, and the two of them quietly make their way through a different route and enter the looter's hideout. And there they can see that truck. On the other side, Captain Song goes to the game ground and tells Sergeant and his companions, a lot of food has been found in the truck that Sergeant brought today. The captain gives them a lot of food and says, tonight you all can eat as much food as you want, and also you can party all night watching this game. Hearing this, the rest of the people are happy. But the sergeant becomes suspicious of Captain Song, thinking, why is he behaving so nicely today? Meanwhile, the people who were standing guard outside saw that some zombies were coming towards them. But these people think we can handle them ourselves. That is why they do not inform anyone inside about the approaching zombies. Meanwhile, Jack and Sarah are moving stealthily towards the truck, and no one can see them because the guard's attention was towards the approaching zombies. On the other side, Sergeant now goes to Captain Song's room. The sergeant says to the captain, why are you behaving so strangely today? The captain says that is absolutely not the case. I told you that you did a very big thing by bringing that truck. Now here, the captain realizes that the sergeant has become suspicious of him. So the captain takes out his gun and is just about to kill the sergeant, when just then Private Kim comes here. Seeing him, Sergeant leaves from here. Private Kim says to the captain, I have made all the preparations, so now we can leave from here. Then the captain says, you go to the truck. I am coming quickly. Hearing this, Private Kim starts heading to the truck. Over there in the car, Lena and the other two had been waiting for Jack and Sarah to return for a long time. And just then, these people see that a very large army of zombies is heading towards the looter's hideout. Seeing this, Lena starts heading towards them to save her mom. Over there, Sarah and Jack come near the truck and look for that satellite phone so that these people can make contact with those on the ship. But they find that phone there in a broken condition. Just zombies start coming out of the game ground and attack the looters. Taking advantage of the opportunity, Jack starts taking Leo away to save him. But just then, the looters start shooting at them, because of which these people protect themselves and run fast fast towards the front. But then many zombies also attack them, and both of them start fighting the zombies. Now during this, while Jack is fighting the zombies, his gun falls from his hand. Now Leo had only two options. Either he could save his own life and run away from here, or he could pick up the gun and save Jack's life. And Leo chooses the second option. He picks up the gun, kills the zombies, and saves Jack's life. But just then, from behind, Sergeant shoots Leo, because of which Leo dies right there. Seeing this, Jack feels very sad, and now he has to leave Leo here and go. He takes the gun and fights with Sergeant's men, and during this time, Sarah comes inside with the truck. Jack quickly gets into the truck, after which Sarah takes the truck and leaves from here. On the other side, Captain Song also regains consciousness. In anger, he shoots Private Kim and gets into a car and starts heading somewhere. Over here, Sergeant starts chasing Jack and Sarah with his companions and tries to surround them by hitting their truck with a car. But Sarah was not going to fall into their hands so easily. She hits their car from the side and flips it. Seeing this, the sergeant gets very angry and tells his companions, kill them. Hearing this, all his companions pounce on those people. Here, Lena cleverly gets some of Sergeant's people to follow her and traps them among the zombies. And here, Sarah also hits Sergeant's car with her vehicle and clears the road. Seeing all this, the sergeant understands that we cannot catch them. So he tells his companions, switch on the lights of your cars so that their truck becomes visible to the zombies. And it happens exactly that way. When those people switch on the big lights fitted on their cars, their truck becomes visible to the zombies. And seeing the truck, the zombies start attacking them from the front. Now, to save themselves from the zombies, Jack gets out of the car and breaks the lights of Sergeant's companion's car with a gun, because of which the light no longer falls on their truck and they start moving ahead. Then the sergeant is also not letting go of their trail. Just then, Jack spots the same building ahead in which many zombies were trapped. Seeing it, an idea comes to Jack's mind and he shoots several bullets at the glass of that building, due to which the glass becomes weak. And when Sergeant's car comes close to that building, the zombies break through the glass and come outside and attack Sergeant's car. And finally, the zombies kill Sergeant. Now, the road was completely clear for these people, and there was no one chasing them anymore, so they head directly towards the port. Sarah gives Jack that satellite phone, and Jack calls the people on the ship and says, we are about to reach the port with a truck full of money. A little while later, these people have almost reached close to that boat, when just then a car comes and hits Lena's car. And in that car was none other than Captain Song, and he grabs Lena and takes her at gunpoint, after which the captain tells Sarah and Jack to drop their guns. Now, Sarah and Jack throw their guns down to save Lena's life, but just then, Lena's younger sister Eugene takes out her remote control car and pushes the truck out of the ship, because of which the ship's gate remains open, after which many zombies enter the ship and kill all the men on board. Over here, Jack was standing far away with Sarah's family and watching all this. Jack thinks for a moment, it is good that I did not take the truck to the ship. But then he sees that the ship has now been completely destroyed, and this ship was his last means of getting out of here. Now here, because of the gunshot, Grandpa passes away. Seeing this, Sarah and her children start crying, and just then a rescue team arrives in a helicopter. Seeing this, Sarah understands that this is the same rescue team that Grandpa used to talk about. Now here, these people light fireworks to give the helicopter their location. And just as these people are getting ready to go towards the helicopter, just then a group of zombies starts advancing towards them. Here Sarah says to Jack, this time, definitely take my daughters with you. I cannot come because I have a bullet in my leg, and I will try to protect you all by giving cover fire from the zombies. Now here, Sarah's daughters did not want to leave their mother behind like this. But Sarah explains to them, if both of you do not leave from here, we will all be killed. Now, even though they do not want to, Lena and Eugene leave their mother behind, and with this story comes to an end. If you liked this video, please do subscribe to our channel and like the video.